Hello, hello, everybody. Hopefully, this stream is working. We are on episode 6 of the Mortal Cure. We are on episode 6 of the Mortal Cure. We are on episode 6 of the Mortal Cure. And we are now going to bring in our players. All right, everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Heyo.
All right, so we are going to be missing Willamar today. He is out of state, actually. So, yeah. So, uh,
Hey,
Jared, do you
hey,
have your thing on?
you have you have a bad echo and my voice is maxed out. Like deafeningly maxed out.
Okay. Hey, Kelly. All right, try again.
Hello, hello?
I'm going to do a little test too, just to see if I'm okay.
Okay, that sounds a bit more normal.
Sound perfect.
Yeah, I don't hear any echo.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why there was an echo.
All right. So, we are going to. Well, I was going to have Aaron do the recap, but he can't. Jay, I do the recap.
Okay. So hmm. So if I had to go back through all this, and I still think my voice is too loud, but I think we went from is it we went to Saxonby finally to go pretty much find the um try to find the wizard, or at least find a kind of a trail to follow. And when we got back, we um came across where's the wizard's apprentice's name? We're about to have an Alamy Stockington moment.
Philippe.
Philippe. Yeah, we came across Philippe in the stockades being pelted with vegetables. Um, and Vasily was kind of taken aback by this and wanted to jump in and kind of, stop people from ostracizing them or ostracizing him. Um, they thought that he was the murderer or could be the murderer of the wizard because very shortly after he was employed by the wizard, he disappeared. And they kind of captured him without evidence, which annoyed Vasily. And he wanted to step in, but also he was important for the quest because they were going to question him for uh, to question him to find out basically what happened to the wizard, or if there was any way they could get a clue from him as to what happened to the wizard. And so I think if Filden started to sing, or she did a performance,
Yes.
and she was able to distract, kind of enamor the crowd and stop them from being assholes. And Amber Ale went around and was handing out drinks to kind of get everybody in a good mood, while Vasily went over and tried to kind of questioned the man while he was in the stockades, and then they ended up releasing him anyways. So it was like, I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the butt to go through that and then realize afterwards, like, wait a second, they were gonna let him go. Because apparently this is just a thing they do in this town. They're just apparently buttholes to each other. That's a kind of a hazing that he went through. Kind of. Oh, and also they have a known murderer living with them, and they're just completely cool with it. We went back. We searched through the. Well, Philippe let us search through the stuff, like the research notes and the books and stuff in the library, and we were able to kind of piece together that the wizard had been abducted by Dream Slayer? No. I do so good and then I do so bad. I'm trying to remember. They're like the Dream something.
The Cult of the Dream Stalkers.
Cult of the Dream Stalkers. That's what it is. I've been watching too much Doom Eternal. The Doom Slayer. No, so the Cult of the Doomstalkers apparently came to find him, but I believe before this he was already researching the items that it takes to kind of bring about their god in their eyes, even though he's actually more of a demon. And he had found one of the things for sure, which was I think it was the blood of the undying.
Mm-hmm.
And he had found that in Lord Constantine because he's a vampire. They came and kind of accosted him, and when they didn't find what they want, they did leave. But I think the wizard then also like skipped town after that, or maybe they did abduct him, and we just don't know. So we have kind of come to the point where we're going to chase them down, and I believe the place we have to go is South Wolf.
Yes.
And we chose to go by land because the people also, we're not sure if they went by sea, and we're afraid that maybe some way along the road there might be another place. So we don't want to like chance missing them by going straight to South Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at the end that was pretty much it. I know that some of us took books.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Itilvin took Constantine's family history book.
That is the weirdest, smut book I've ever heard of, but cool. And I know that I took a book on cantrips and a book on there was one more. A book on the basically gods and demons. And it was specifically because it had information on their evil deity, which I cannot. Where's the thing? I put it in the chat and I can't. Oh,
check in Roll20 in your journal section.
No, you didn't.
I made group notes in case you guys forgot.
Because I'm bad at notes. I don't ever take them. Gambon, that he's the Nightmare Stalker and the Nightmare Lord, and I have a book on that.
Mm-hmm.
And we found out the things that they are looking for. were the Mug of Retention, Scarf of Resolve, Ashes of the Near Undying, and Blood of an Immortal.
Yes.
And we know at least they may have at least one of them. Speaking of which, don't we have Blood of an Immortal on us?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so part of me is thinking we should leave this here so we don't end up bringing Blood of an Immortal all the way and finding the wizard and giving it to him, and it would be like a bad thing.
But yeah, so you guys have ended up finishing your conversation with Philippe and going back to the tavern. So you guys can rest for the evening and talk about what happened and go through your books. So you guys walk in. It's crowded like normal. You do you do see a couple familiar faces, like the guards and whatnot. But for the most part, it's just your basic people. You may have seen them, you may have not. I need you guys to roll me perception, please.
No, God, the one thing I suck at. Yeah, my plus 0 ain't getting us nowhere.
Oh yeah. You guys just are kind of wandering in, and Willimar's gonna take a seat, order himself some food.
I'm gonna just sit down next to him and what's on the menu?
Same things as last time. He loves hearing it though.
Okay, better question. Who do they have on the menu?
Oh my god.
Nobody.
No one died this week? Wow.
No. Tom's dinner was the only one that they had because that was a specific request.
Okay. Well, that fun's out. Yeah, I'd like to get a waitress and ask if they have if she what she would recommend, basically.
And she tells you that she recommends
that you not make it hard on the DM.
the caramel fritters.
Ooh. But wait a second, is that like your caramel pie things that you just had last night?
No, that was a strawberry pie that I had.
Okay, strawberry pie last night. Okay. Yeah, I'll take caramel fritter. I mean, what to drink?
She's ale.
Ale with the caramel fritter? Okay, I'll try that.
All right, and she looks over at you, Illithid. Ithilden. Illithid. So funny. Ithilden.
That would be kind of terrifying to be, walking along with an Illithid.
I think Ithilden would just approach the. No, she wouldn't approach the bar. I'm moving her to a table where she's all on her own because she just wants to read the history book on Constantine's family in peace.
Dang, she doesn't even want to sit with you.
Jesus. You know what probably is going on? She's probably upset because it takes a while for them to make a bubble bath for her in this world. And she's like, "You have no champagne? How dare you?"
All right. So, yeah, you guys are just kind of, engrossed in your own little world. Uh, you're you and Willamar, Vasile are just having, conversation. Uh, Ithilden, you are going through the book. As you're going through the book, like you're skimming through and you can see that the family spans over 7 centuries. Um and like the front of the book does have like the traditional family tree. A lot of the older names, older family, the ink's kind of been messed up. But the closer to your generation, you start to realize like, okay, well, these are newer. They basically tell you that John Constantine was the lord of the land. His wife was Mina Constantine.
Of course she was.
His firstborn daughter is Colette. His firstborn son is John, or Joseph Constantine. They're both twins. Then he has a younger daughter named Rebecca, who died at the age of 3. And Henrik Constantine was the youngest. And it's a very basic family history. It tells you not much about the children, but more about the lords themselves and the families that they married into or married into their family. It is starting, the closer you get to the end, you do realize also that as you're going through, this is a pretty thick book. And I would say about the last 100 pages or so are empty. And it stops pretty much when they start to talk about Joseph coming of age. Roll me perception, or not perception, insight.
Insight?
You are just, you see his name and you just see hearts just everywhere.
So nothing strange.
Nothing strange. All right, and Vasile, what are you doing?
I would like to comb through the um the book on Gambon first to see if I can find any weaknesses, number one, or any if there's more about the cult and any practices they might have, uh just in case I end up having to pretend to be one of them later.
Okay. Roll me perception, please, or investigation.
Investigation.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't find anything.
This book is all nonsense. These people believe in gobbledygook and fool's errands.
Preston,
Hello.
you are sitting at the bar. You're having a conversation, and I need you to roll me a perception, please. Like the bartender's kind of having just idle conversation with you.
can do that for you.
I hope to God you roll well because it's not going so good tonight. Or this morning.
Let me just turn off advantage. Perception.
Dang, okay. So we know who's rolling well tonight.
Yeah, you can hear the people around you talking, and they're like, "Wow, these hand pies are better than Tom's." And you hear another one. I wonder who it is.
Ooh.
What kind of BS is that? Let's get some freaking caramel fritters.
Well, thankfully, Preston hasn't ordered any meat from the menu. He's just about with an ale. He's quite well acquainted with that sort of activity after his dealings with Miss Lovely.
Yeah, also with your 20 perception, you do notice a very familiar face in the far corner of the room with her nose stuck in a book.
He's gonna look in the corner and immediately turn back to the bartender. Oh, fucking hell, they found me here as well. Always trouble for old Preston.
Do any of us hear him grumbling
No, you would not hear him.
like a big baby?
What are you doing?
Yeah, he's gonna continue his conversation with the bartender. I'm sure it's about something riveting, like the weather.
He's actually talking to you about how there have been a string of deaths in town. He's like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know what happened. Tom dies. Everybody starts having Tom's dinner. And then people just start dying after that.
I would like to roll an insight check on that.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, was he poisoned?
I want to see if maybe the bartender is leaving out any information.
Okay.
And I will be using one of my fancy new subclass features. Ear for deceit.
Oh, I love that class.
Let me just find insight. There it is.
Okay. You don't pick up on any lies. He actually does seem like genuinely curious as to what's happening.
So people are dying after eating Tom's dinner.
It's like, yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Mate, if you've seen the things I've seen over the last few days, you would think this was fucking normal.
He does kind of shrug. He's like, I mean, I guess you are an adventurer.
Let me tell you, there was these kids, right? Running around town square. Entire fucking town's on fire. Brimstone, all that shit. Kid goes to speak. fireball out of his mouth. Bloody diabolical it was.
And he's standing there watching you. And he's kind of cleaning the mug and nodding his head. He's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, very, very weird. Uh-huh. Okay. And he just kind of like raises his eyebrows and does that like weirdo and walks away.
You
Sad.
know, that's kind of some bull. That's some bull crap right there.
Preston's gonna take his drink. And against all better judgment, he's gonna go down towards Philden's table.
Against all better judgment, I like that.
Oh yeah.
The second he gets there, she's like the book is flipped open, and she's staring at him with like wild eyes, and she's telling him everything that she's been reading about and how amazing Constantine is, and if he wants to see and read by himself, but he's not allowed to touch the book.
Preston, in response, simply raises a finger. I don't care. I just thought I'd come let you know that there has been a generous donation of food given to the local farmers for the animals by Miss Lovely. And they're not going to ask where it came from.
Yeah, Tilden
So-
flips the book closed and is looking around like this piqued her interest. And she's
Another
like, tell me more.
Apparently there's been some weird deaths around here. And judging by how trouble seems to be following you and your friends wherever they go, case in point, if that wasn't the truth, I wouldn't be here. I just thought I'd let you know about that as well. Apparently it started after they had Tom's dinner.
But what she ate of it, she spit out against it wouldn't affect her, right? Because she was so shocked she spit it all out again.
Roll me insight.
Okay.
You're not
Nice.
sure if it's the food that's causing this, or if, you know, it's just, if it's correlation, not causation.
So maybe it's the food in combination with something else.
Could possibly be.
Hmm.
So, who is this Constantine kid?
He's only the most handsome and brave nobleman you will ever meet. He also has a wife, but that's not so important.
Jesus.
We are on a mission for him. And you are too now.
Okay. First off, brave and noblemen don't mix.
He's just everything good.
He has a fucking wife.
True, that's the only not so good thing about him. But she's in a coma, so.
What the fuck?
Dude.
Tell her and its tits you're a fucking degenerate.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Ugh.
Vasily, by this point, you know that Beth went to an empty table. You would have seen where she went, and now that you're kind of glancing in her direction, you do see Preston sitting with her.
Hold on 1 second. Dang it. I tried to turn off the mic.
Bless you.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna look up, and I'm just engrossed in this book, still trying to freaking wrap my head around religion. And I'm gonna look up 1 second. She's just sitting there by herself. Look up another second. All of a sudden, Preston's there. I'm gonna look back in the book. Look back up and be like, wait, what? I see Preston's still there, and I'm just like, when did he get here? And I'm gonna like tap Amber Ale and point over and be like, is this dude following us?
Amber Ale just shrugs his shoulders. Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna walk over. And basically, as soon as I woke up, I'm just gonna be like, how in the world did you get here? Why are you here? We're like, a whole town over now. I thought you operated in over there in Constantine's area. And he does it with some flair. Over there.
Preston's gonna stare at the seal for a moment. DM,
Yes.
I'm gonna DM you something real quick.
Okay. No, it's not.
Cool. So Preston just looks at Vasile completely deadpan for a good 3 seconds before going, I live here, you fucking dolt.
Oh, that makes sense.
What I want to know is why you're here.
Oh, and he's gonna sit down next to Preston and be like, because I was looking for you, pretty.
The DM is going to tell you that he's not pretty.
Oh, I know. But he called me adult. Vasily took that personally. I'm playing a very prideful but also flamboyant person.
Bet you say that to all the boys.
Oh,
Some of the girls too.
only you today. He's gonna kind of like bat his eyes at you. But he's gonna be, well, honestly though, we're here looking for someone, and seeing as you live here, maybe you might know something about his disappearance.
Go ahead, I'll see what I might be able to throw up in this old brain of mine.
The city wizard, he disappeared recently, and we're trying to chase him down.
Would I know anything about the city wizard other than he's a dick and uses magic to steal used to use magic to steal potions from Preston before he became an assassin rather than a doctor.
Jesus. Did not know that.
You do know that the wizard lives out of town in a treehouse. And that he was tasked with a very important job. He would pretty much go around and kind of rub it in people's faces. But other than that, he is very unremarkable. Nobody really paid much attention to him.
That guy. Dick. 100% dick. Pompous fucking ass. Didn't live in the city. Had a little hut outside in a tree. Always used to rub it in people's faces. I'm more important than you. I've got this. I've got that. I've got a task. Fucking asshole.
So I'm gonna mark that down as not well liked in the town. Check. Was this a personal grudge?
Well, I might have played it up a bit just to make myself feel a bit better, but most of what I said is pretty accurate. Listen, I've told your mate over there. May as well tell you, there's been some weird things going around lately.
What kind of weird things?
Spontaneous death.
Spontaneous death.
In the town? Like, how many people have died?
I called the bartender a couple. Apparently it started happening after they had Tom's dinner.
I ate Tom's dinner, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Oh no. I am going to he's gonna turn a bit ashen. Like, he's already pale, but now it's like he doesn't look so good. And the, you know, flirty nature of his is now gone, and he's just gonna be like, oh, so people started dying after they ate Tom's dinner. That's horrible. What how long did they have after they ate Tom's dinner?
I haven't got a clue, let me go and ask. Preston's gonna finish his drink, go back to the bar, and order another one.
Oh my god.
And
Vasily's gonna sit over here and mope.
when the bartender arrives, I'm gonna ask him, so, how long do you reckon these people had after they had the dinner before dying?
It's like maybe 1 to 2 days. Depends on how big they were.
How big is Vasily?
Vasily is. That's definitely not right. Not. He is 175 pounds and 5'10". He's a skinny thing.
Right. So you'd say someone who is kind of, you know, on the lighter side would probably be dead by now, yeah?
Like, oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's brilliant to know. Just another of the same then, please, mate.
Like, of course. And he gives you another mug.
hand them over however much that costs and return my table. So, Vasily, good news. If you were going to die, you'd be dead already.
Oh, yeah. When he, I think I remember when I ate that, I was trying to hide it from Mathilda.
Yes.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so yeah, he's not even thinking about that right now. He's just gonna be like, oh, thank God. He goes, well, I mean, it sucks for them, but at least it wasn't me. Do you think Tom was poisoned?
Hmm. Well, going from personal experience, if you poison food and then people eat it, everyone who's going to eat the food is going to be poisoned, and you seem just about fine, so I don't know, maybe he was just sick or something.
Well, the thing about that is, and he's gonna kind of like lean into everybody at the table. He goes, most poisons I'm immune to.
In that case, he was probably poisoned.
Why would they poison Tom? Was he important? Person who lived in this town?
Was Tom important?
Nope, Tom was not important.
Uh,
Tom was
Listen.
a barber.
I'm not gonna lie. I've
Oh,
never
but
met Tom
barbers are
in my
people.
life.
Barbers are the people other people tell the secrets to. Like when they do your hair, you tell them everything. It's true.
Somebody understood that reference.
Yes, I did.
I think Tom was a barber, but
I'm really sorry. I didn't understand the reference. Can someone explain the reference?
Barbers know everything because when the people who do your hair, you tell them everything. So he probably picked up on some secret. He did somebody's hair. We just need to find out who his clientele was because he did somebody's beard or hair, and they told him something he wasn't supposed to know. That's my guess.
Oh. Okay. Okay. That's making sense.
she does have a point.
You know, in that case, who else has died? I mean, obviously the people who ate Tom's dinner, but is that covering up anything else?
Oh,
Are you really gonna make me down this drink and go and get another one? Just ask another question, babe.
yes.
Oh my God, I love it, Tilden, so much. Vasily's gonna slide some gold over to you and be like, "How blasted do you want to get tonight? Because we have a lot of questions."
I guess it's time to big shot. As soon as he says big shot, he pinches his nose with one hand, lifts the mug to the other, and just downs the drink.
You know what I love about your character is the fact that he was a healer at one time, so I visualize like someone who was like, at one time a good person and went out of the way to help people and all that stuff and probably was a nice person, and now he's like trying to play up the toughness all the time. Oh God, this is funny. Yeah, it's just
He went from like nice and kind and helpful to old, bitter, and just a bit of a dick, really.
just a bit of a dick.
Right, well, Preston's gonna go back to the bar.
Yeah, as soon as you come back to the bar, the bartender's like, The ale ain't that good. What do you need?
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty shit. Always has been. I want to know more about these deaths, mate. Do you know who actually died?
And he starts to nod, and he's like, well, yeah, you could have just asked, right?
Listen, okay?
I'm listening.
I just wanted to come here for a drink, and now I'm having to solve some bloody murders with those dickheads in the corner of the bar.
How dare you?
They are my bad luck charm, and despite the ale being bad, I will drink as much of it as I have to. Now, who died? Did anyone who didn't eat the dinner die? Or, did anyone important die? I know there's not really many important people here, but maybe one of them, bit the dust.
And he nods, and he's like, yeah, actually, one person did die. I know that they didn't eat Tom's dinner. It was Roderick Merriman, the Dragonborn bard. The one that used to sing outside.
Fuck off, old Roddy's dead.
Yes.
Well, that's put a fucking downer on my day. Anyone else?
It's like, Gemma Whisk. She's the kind of like he's looking around, like trying to figure out how to phrase this. Like, she's the local locksmith. They like to call her Lockpick.
Hmm.
And
As a criminal,
yes,
and this being my hometown, would I know her as anything other than a locksmith?
you would know that she is a gnome, sorcerer, rogue.
Ooh,
Man, oh man,
You know
I
that
have a
she
chuck.
is part of the Octagon gang. And you do know that Roderick is a part of the Octagon gang as well.
Old Roddy and Gemma, they used to be pretty good mates. Do you think any other of their mates might have met an unfortunate end?
It's like, Hattie. Hattie almost died, but we managed to help her in time.
I'm guessing Patty's another member of the Octagon gang, right?
Yes.
Interesting. Did anyone who's not mates with, Patty, Roderick, and Gemma die?
Nope, everybody else is fine. It's like Alton
that's
and
bloody.
Eloise, though. They left town.
You say Morton and Eloise.
of nowhere.
All right. Well, Preston's gonna take out a gold piece from his bag and just put it near the bartender. You know, this ale isn't half bad. I appreciate your serving it to me, mate.
No problem.
He's gonna get up and walk back to the table and relay the information.
Alton, Eloise, Hattie, Roderick, and Gemma, those are all the ones that died?
No. Roderick died, unfortunately. Talented bard, Dragonborn, used to play outside. Gemma died, locksmith, gnome. Hattie almost died, but thankfully, she's alright. And then, surprisingly, Alton and Eloise left town. He's gonna lower his voice. Now, surprisingly, everyone who did die was a member of the Octagon Gang.
What's the Octagon Gang?
What the fuck do you think the Octagon Gang is?
Is it like the big gang around here? I'm not from here.
DM?
They are a group of retired criminals.
My bad. I forgot your foreign these parts. They're a group of retired criminals. Pretty. It's pretty strong, you know, adventuring types.
And two of them just died off? Yeah, and then
But
the
was
other two
the
skipped
barber
town.
was the barber also part of the Octagon Gang?
Oh, fuck, I forgot to ask about the barber.
Hey, when you say that, Vasili's gonna slide another piece of gold over with an evil smile.
Takes the gold, returns back to the bar. Listen.
How are you not fucked up yet?
Because he's not drinking, he's just taking the gold and going over.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Listen, I forgot to ask. Here when the barber died, right? Was he a member of the Octagon as well, or?
Tom? No. God, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, that's bloody weird. Alright, well, another gold for your troubles, mate. Drops it on the bar table and walks off. Shakes his head.
This bartender's sitting here just like, man, I'm making money. Keep on asking questions.
Bartender wasn't part of the Octagons, no, he probably just heard something he wasn't supposed to, like.
So we already know that he did the hair of somebody who was part of the gang. Like, he was the barber of someone who was a retired member of the Octagon Gang.
What I recommend we do, Hattie's still alive, we can go and ask her some questions about this. Or we can ignore it completely and look for this wizard.
I wonder if they're. If this is just like I don't know if they're, maybe they could be connected or not. I mean, I could be absolutely crazy and I'm wrong, but I was just thinking maybe they are connected. And I'm just gonna kind of look over at Athilda and be like, what time is it right now?
It's nighttime.
We could check it out tomorrow before we leave. I mean, I don't know if you'd want to chase down all the leads or not, or if you just want to follow the one that, you know, we're pretty sure about, and he's going to hold up the book.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm terribly sorry about this.
What's happening?
I think he walked away. So continue your conversation.
But yeah, I'm asking Ethildon what does she want to do? Does she just want to just continue on with what we know, or?
She wants to. She definitely wants to keep talking to those people and find, because she doesn't. I mean, where can we find those people? Because we have Alton and Eloise. They are still alive, right?
Yes.
And Hattie only almost died, so she's still alive as well.
Yes.
So she wants to question those and try to find them. But I mean, just because they're still alive doesn't mean that they are the ones who went to the barber. It would be cool to talk to that one person, or was it the barber who spilled the beans on whatever?
I'm wondering if I don't know, but I'm wondering if the so Tom was the barber. All right, so I'm gonna need some little bit of assistance here, Dio. So Tom was the barber,
Yes.
but also two people from the Octagon gang died, and then two people left.
Two died. There are 3 alive.
And of those 3 alive, 2 of them left.
Yes.
So that leaves just one person, I guess, that we need to track down.
Okay, I need you to roll me an insight check, please.
Man, you're
Both of
asking
you.
for...
All of us?
Yeah, everybody.
No way.
Congratulations. Vasile, you know that an octagon has 8 sides.
Ooh, okay, so that clicks. So an octagon has, yeah, I'll point that out. Like, doesn't an octagon have 8 sides? So that's, and he just adds it up on his fingers. That's 5 that we know of. 2 left the city, 2 died. And we know there's one other person alive. So what about the other 3?
I'm gonna throw a bit of a curveball here. Your wizard's missing, right?
Yeah. Oh.
The Dragonborn was a bard. I was told that by the bartender. I've heard him sing here a few times. Gemma was magically inclined too, but she was also quite clandestine, bit like me. Now, there's every possible chance that the wizard might be one of the sides of Yotgon.
Did the two go missing the same week the wizard went missing?
Preston, you would know that Alton and Eloise were an item.
Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, you see, Alton and Eloise, they were banging.
I mean, that's one way to put it, yeah.
Human and a gnome together. Relationship.
Human gnome together relationship. Dude, he sounds like he's autistic. Human gnome together relationship. Oh man, that's how my brain works. So right now, by the way, you say that Vasily's just trying to do the logistics in his head, and for all his flamboyantness and all that stuff, you can see like a little bit of a blush creeping up in his cheeks, and he's like, "Oh, oh,
Yeah, it was. It's safe to say they were more than just good friends.
okay." So, maybe they conspired together to take out the rest of the Octagon and leave, maybe? I don't know. That's maybe it's not as important as I thought. I don't know.
I feel like we're stuck.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about this. And I'm actually, you know what? I am going to did Amber Ale follow me over, or is he
No.
still sitting at the table drinking?
No, he's drinking.
I'm gonna grab him, like walk over and see if I can pick his brain about what we know and see if he can figure something out.
He says he has no idea. He goes back to drinking.
Ah, you're playing him like that, are you? Okay. So those two are an item. So more than likely, they're, as long as nothing goes down, they're not betraying each other. So basically, that's two sides of the octagon that are inseparable. If we say the wizard was one, that's 3 up. The bard, and who was the other one that died? The other lady?
Gemma.
Gemma.
She was the locksmith around town.
Do you think they might have... I'm gonna open the book and kind of slide it over to Preston and be like, does any of this sound familiar to you? And he's gonna point out the 4 items that are on the page. The mug. Hold on. I'm gonna go pull the group notes. Mug of Retention, Scarf of Resolve, Ashes of Near Undying, Blood of Immortal. I'm gonna ask him if any of those sound familiar, like they might have been from around here? And also, if there was if anyone has been talking about a break-in or something disappearing recently, like a major heist.
Would I know anything about these items or a heist or anything like that? Like, I don't feel that would be something Preston really pays attention to, but
No, you guys have never heard of anything like that.
yep, Preston just shakes his head.
Hmm.
What I can tell you is, the Octagon. So you know about Hattie, you know about Roderick, Louise, Alton, Gemma. There's two more just came to mind. I don't know where they are, what they're doing now, but one moment, DM Disaster is typing.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Oh, good. So there was Griffin, big guy, half orc. Could punch a hole in a wall if he wanted to. Usually went for faces instead. And then there was Marco, piece of shit. He was a half elf. Very clandestine, kinda sneaky type.
And you're saying you have no idea, or do they normally operate around the town?
On the Octagon gun? Pretty much.
Oh, I'm saying like, so all of these people are in this town. Maybe we should ask them, see if we can find them before we leave. I mean, just ask them if they have any clues about what happened with the wizard. I don't know. I have a feeling that it might be connected. It might not be. It might be a waste of time, but we might as well check all the boxes before we leave. How long?
We can ask Hattie. We know she's still in town because she's probably still recovering from the poisoning.
So she actually survived. So it must not have been.
Apparently it took considerable effort to keep her alive, but yeah, she's alive.
Yeah, well, how about this? How about we all meet up here tomorrow morning and we head out and we try to track her down, talk to her then. I mean, if she's still recovering, I mean, it probably shouldn't be that hard to find her.
I mean, last I heard, Griffin was pit fighting down in Southwolf, and Marco took a fucking vow of
Okay,
silence.
now it's Sheldon is excited. Pit fighting sounds good.
Oh no. It's Thilden versus the half orc. Fight.
She's in.
I think Marco lost his eye too. Pretty sure there's a funny story about that, but I don't remember it. But if we're gonna go looking for Hattie, we've got to get there before she recovers. She likes to move around. Big fan of money, that one.
And what's her specialty?
Well, like I said, she's good at finding money. It doesn't really matter if it's in someone else's purse.
Ah, you say that, and he's just like, mm. And then he's like, okay, so definitely don't take the money with us. Got you. Um, do we need to try to find her tonight? I think it's quite late. I think we could probably find her in the morning, but I mean, if you think it'd be better now, then might
Let
as well
me go
take
back to the bar.
her.
He shakes his head. He doesn't even.
Hello?
Oh, did
I can see his green light, but we don't hear him.
maybe his internet just gave out for a second.
Hello.
Hello.
Yep.
We can hear you.
Cool. Good. My headset disconnected. I'm sorry. Yeah, Preston's gonna go back to the bar
Okay.
and sort of wave over the bartender.
He walks over and he's like, "You want a drink?"
Yeah, I'll take a drink.
And he slides one over. He's like, "Don't worry about paying for it."
Right. Listen, Hattie, she still in town?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Either in her sister's house or at the medics. Or
You
probably with that apprentice kid.
apprentice kid, which
The wizard's apprentice, Philippe.
yeah. You don't happen to know where her sister lives, do you? Or the apprentice? I know where the medic's hut is pretty well.
It's like, well, yeah, he's like, you would know the medics. That's your old place. The apprentice is at the wizard's house, unless he's in somebody else's house, but usually at the wizard's. And Eloise's is, it's like about 2 blocks down that way. Take a left.
Right. Thank you very much. He gets up from the bar with his drink, walks back to the table. So, little tidbit I forgot to mention. Eloise and Gemma are sisters. But yeah, no, she's still in town. She'll either be at the medic's hut, at her sister's place, or with the wizard's apprentice, Felipe.
Oh, with the wizard's apprentice.
Yes, with the wizard's apprentice, or the medic's hut, or Eloise's place.
God, he really does get around. I wonder if he. No, he's too new. I wonder if he's the other side of the octagon that we're missing. That would be crazy, though, because he's new to town.
Well, I'm pretty sure we can ask Hattie once we find her.
Yeah.
But as much as I'm sure you both want a good rest, I think we should go tonight. Like I say, she likes to move around. As soon as she finds herself fit as a fiddle, she might skip town too.
Oof. I'm going to look over at Thilda and be like, would you mind? I mean, I know it's late.
No, she's just as eager to. No, no, she doesn't mind. She's like, as long as I can keep the book that Felipe gave me, I'm fine. And she's shoving it into her backpack.
Thirsty. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I want to add something else. I don't know if the others noticed, but when she closes the book, one can see that the empty pages that the DM mentioned earlier, they are filled now. With drawings she made of herself.
She is drawn in the Constantine family history book.
Yes,
Let's
she's
take a
in it
look
now.
at this.
Oh my God, this girl. Have you no shame?
I mean, that's what the empty pages were for. She's sure of it.
Oh, because sooner or later, it was inevitable, right?
Exactly.
God, she has no shame in her game. Like, I cannot believe this girl. Okay. Okay.
DM,
Yes.
which of the locations is closest to the bar?
The medic.
Well, we can go and check the medic first. Maybe I've still got a bit of pull around there. It's closest as well, so
Hey, works for me. I'd rather us take care of this now, so
yeah.
we can, get back and rest.
All right, so the three of you, because Willamar decides to just kind of hang back,
How dare you?
the three of you decide to head over to the medics. You do see a couple people kind of walking in and out. Since it is nighttime, there aren't that many people. You do see the lights that are outside. The torches are starting to be they are starting to become lit. So you don't have much time before all the shops close. You do make it in time, and as you open the door, the little bell kind of jingles, and you hear a female voice on the other side. She's like, "Look, we're about to close, so hurry up, get what you need, and be gone." And as she's saying that, she's kind of like putting things up on the shelf. And she turns and looks at you guys. And her face goes from just kind of blank and disinterested to just full on rage. She's like, "You son of a bitch."
Oh my god.
And she's
And
looking
who
at
exactly
you.
is she addressing?
She's looking at Preston.
Oh.
Lovely to see you two.
You think you can just walk into my shop after leaving me here to take care of your people? And she takes like a roll of like linen wrapping and just like chucks it at his face.
Okay, so officially, Vasilia's gonna make some illusory popcorn pop up, and I'm just sitting here just eating it.
He's not gonna dodge. He's just gonna let the linen hit his face.
Well, good. 'Cause
Listen.
there was a grenade inside.
Yeah, and she's like, you better have a damn good reason why you're here.
Three dead, or one injured. I'm looking for Hattie.
Hattie, what about her? I just gave her medicine today. Is she okay?
I need to know where she is.
She's not here. Have you tried her sister's place?
Oh, well, we were gonna pop over there and check, but according to the innkeeper, she might have been here, and we decided to come check here first, and I didn't think it would be an issue. I do apologize for leaving like that. I really do.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, Preston. I know you. And she's gonna look over at the other two. She's like, you all better be careful with this man. He'll steal from you. That's the simplest way I can put it.
Well, he'll steal from you. I mean, he's gonna look over and remember what happened in the sewer. He'll be like, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. What did he steal from you?
He stole my life.
I was hoping you'd say my heart.
No. He promised me adventure, told me that we were going to get out of this shithole town, and then he just leaves. And now I'm stuck here with his patients.
Listen.
It doesn't sound like you have a lot of patience.
Listen. Once all this blows over, you have my word. I'm gonna come back here, and we're gonna go on an adventure, right? Just you and me.
The only adventure you're going to is the Nine Hells.
Dude.
I'm actually lost for words.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
And yeah, so she's gonna go, if there's nothing else that you need, get out of my shop. And she's just gonna start like forcing all of you out.
And I'm just like, has there been anyone else that got sick after eating Tom's dinner? As she's kind of like forcing us out.
And you ask that question, and she's like, what? No. It's like, nobody got sick after eating Tom's dinner.
Then what about all these random people who died?
It's like, what about them? They're criminals.
The innkeep
And she's kind of
said
looking
they died.
over. She says they're criminals, and she looks over at Preston.
Ooh,
Listen,
the burn.
the innkeep said they died after eating Tom's dinner. I know me leaving was a bit of a dick move. And I know you might think I'm a criminal, and most of your assumptions might be correct. But I'm trying to do something good. I'm trying to solve these murders and make sure nobody else gets hurt.
Yeah, well, I don't know nothing about any murders, and she air quotes murders. All I know is that Hattie got sick. And that's it. So if there's nothing else, leave.
Alright then. That'll be all. He just turns, forces his way between Vasile and Filden and just leaves. He's gone.
Werewolf.
Vasile's just gonna kind of shrug. I was trying to think about what he would how to react to that because he doesn't really judge. He doesn't think people should die just because they're criminals, and she seems to think so. And he's just gonna kind of just shrug and be like, just because someone does bad things doesn't mean they deserve to die. And kind of just walk off with that comment. Like, maybe you should think about your actions, girl.
Ithilden.
Filden would take the book out of her backpack, show it to the woman, and be like, look, there are also good men. You just need to find the right one. Look at him. And she's showing her all the pictures.
Oh my fucking god.
God.
Including the ones that she drew.
Oh my goodness. This is exactly like the thing you were talking about last night. She was talking about how what are those people called?
Livna and Joseph.
No, there's Twitch streamers or TikTok streamers.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways. So once you all head outside, she slams the door behind you. So you guys know that the only other options are the wizard's house and Hattie's sister's house. You do know, Preston, that Hattie's sister is called Jolie.
Jolie.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, that was exciting. Until the next one, we'll check out Jolie's place. She's Hattie's sister.
Jolene.
Not
Jolene.
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 Not Jolene.
I know. It's Jolie. Nah. Okay. Yeah, that works for me.
We don't talk about what happened in there, okay? And he starts walking towards the sister's place.
So yeah, as we start walking, Vasile's just gonna completely ignore that and be like, "So, was that a girlfriend? Come on, girl, spill the tea."
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, she seems pretty upset. Like, someone who thought they
it's
were
in-
going to get married.
Listen, I'm going to need you to stop talking, otherwise I'm going to cut your shirt.
You threaten his clothes, and he's just gonna be like, "Ah, I didn't know it was that serious. Jesus, who's Jesus?" But yeah, he gets upset. And he's just gonna stop asking questions. Like, he threatened his shirt, and now Vasile's just like, he makes an extra. He is now 6 feet away. He is what is that called? Social distancing.
God.
Yeah, so
Helen wonders if it's important for their quest to know this story. Because if it is, then she would like to roll persuasion. Is it important?
I mean, if you want to know, you can roll persuasion.
I just want you to roll persuasion, please.
Look
Vasily,
at me.
Vasily, Vasily assist.
No, if you assist, she's gonna get disadvantage.
Oh,
Okay, I'm rolling persuasion.
Yes.
Ooh, nice. Tell me everything.
yes, girl, spill the tea.
I would like to contest that with
Like anything.
You are more than welcome to contest it. Yep, he's not saying anything.
Damn. Damn.
he just
shut you
palms it off.
down.
He just palms
I
it off.
tried.
With, listen, there was a disagreement. I wanted to retire, and she expected me to take her with her. Nothing more than that. Nothing at all. Please stop asking.
I can't believe Ithilin has such a high persuasion. I am gonna actually, he's gonna do it and be like, yeah, Ithilin, you should probably leave him alone. He's sitting over here threatening to, destroy clothing and stuff. That's a bad sign. But also, and just to like kind of distract her and to seem helpful to Preston so he doesn't rip my clothes, I'm gonna just be like, so what did you find out about Lord Constantine? And suffer through that again.
I'm thinking. I mean, I think what Tilden always wants to do is go back to the manor and update Lord Constantine on everything, even if nothing happened. So they should never ask her if it's time to go back or if it's time to investigate him further or anything, because her answers are predictable at this point.
No, I'm asking what she found out from reading that book.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's taking the book out again, opening it, flipping through the pages, and she's not really talking about the family history. She's just talking about how precious Lord Constantine looks in every of the pictures. But she also took note of the fact that at a certain age he seems to vanish from his own family history.
Hey,
It's like he's, because that's what the DM said earlier, so she notices.
all right, he disappears from the family history. Do I need to make an insight check on that or anything like that, or can I just put two and two together? It's like, oh, he became a vampire, so obviously.
You can roll insight.
Insight.
That's what I thought too. I thought it's because he became a vampire. So. Oh damn! Can I roll insight?
Yep.
I'm dumber than a box of rocks. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I think. It's not
Yeah,
that good.
you can assume that the reason why he's stricken from the books is because of this. Actually, you know what? Can you roll again? I'm gonna say you roll at advantage.
Me or Wolf?
You, yeah.
Insight.
Okay. You, as you were kind of going through, you did notice that that's his name. Okay. You did notice that given his age that he looks now, and he did tell you that he's been alive for roughly 300 years, it doesn't match up with the book.
What doesn't match up? Like in
The age that he kind of disappeared from the
Oh.
book doesn't match up with how old he is.
So we always assume that he's about 300, but it doesn't add up.
Yes.
Is he older or younger?
Not that you can't really tell.
I mean, now she wants to question him. What on earth happened?
You're gonna ask him hard questions? What?
Oh. She's telling the others. Like she noticed this and she's opening the book. I mean, it was already open. She's showing it to the others. Like she's like, look at that. It doesn't add up. What do you think about that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I don't know if it's important, but the time when he vanished and the time when and his age that we assumed is his age, it doesn't add up.
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, she's turning to Vasily and she's like, "Do you get it?"
And Vasily's gonna be like, so you're saying like, and then I'm gonna look at her and be, but he's a vampire. So
Yeah,
wait.
so why would he hide his real age? Like,
Preston, this is the first time you've heard that Lord Constantine is a vampire.
oh.
Even heard he's a vampire yet. I'm just hearing he's hiding his age. Something's weird, and Preston's just like, what?
Teeling is pointing at the dates in the book, because if he looks at the years, it's obvious that Constantine is like around 300 years old. And she's like, "Yeah, look at that. He's a vampire."
Now, are you sure this isn't just another Constantine with the same name? Because I find this very, very, very hard to believe.
No, we are sure that he's a vampire. We even have a vial of his blood.
Fucking.
It's that vial that I.
You want to bang the vampire?
Vasily, as soon as he says that, Vasily's just gonna just stop and just look at Philden like, mm-hmm. And the answer. No, and then,
She's like, "No."
and then
Sorry,
he's gonna look at Preston real quick and be like, you forgot the married part. She wants to bang the married vampire, and then look at
Oh
her.
no, it's fine. She told me it's fine because her his wife's apparently in a coma, so it's okay. It's okay. She'll never know. What the fuck is wrong with you, lass?
Teeling is just shaking her head at them like they're being silly, because that's definitely not what she meant.
Oh, that's definitely not what she meant. Okay.
And she explains to him they have a vial of his blood because they needed the blood of an immortal. And then she's talking to him about the mark of retention, the ashes of the neon dying, the scarf of resolve. She's catching him up on everything. And also on the Dreamstalkers and Gambon because the Dreamstalkers are the cult that worships Gambon. She's catching him up, so Preston knows what's going on.
He's gonna nod his head. He's not gonna reply. He's just gonna listen.
Also, where is the vial of Constantine's blood? Because I feel like Ithilden would like to wear it around her neck, you know, like a necklace.
Oh my god, this crazy dude. She's crazy obsessed. Like crazy obsessed. Like this is that girl in high school who her boyfriend, like she carried the blood vial around. Like you saw that couple, and like he could do no wrong in her eyes. Oh my god.
This is the girl who, after, like, her boyfriend's out with the boys, and she's like, dude, my girlfriend's fucking crazy. And they're like, no, she's not. You're just overreacting. And then he tells them what she's like, and they're like, yeah, no, she's fucking crazy.
And then she shows up at the bar.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she doesn't show up at the bar. She's always
already
been
at
there.
the bar.
She's
Exactly.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know how I know? You know how I know what a crazy person like that's like?
Because you're
I'm
married to
married to-
Swanee.
I'm married to Swanee.
It's also funny that she and I said it at the same time. That the
Exactly.
girl's already been at the bar. We said it exactly the same time.
I kind of feel bad. Like
Okay,
I
so
feel bad-
Ithilden is
I feel
like,
bad for Constantine.
hey, he's a lucky man.
he's a lucky man with a wife in a coma and a crazy stalker elf girlfriend.
But he patted her cheek, so he likes her.
Oh my god, it just took a simple pat of the cheek. Oh lord.
So yeah, is she wearing that vial of blood around her neck on the
I mean,
necklace?
if you want to say that, yeah. Philippe gave the blood back to you guys in a box after he took that little sample.
Okay. Then she would, like, she has many necklaces because, you know, she's a noble and she has lots of stuff. So she just took one and put the vial onto that, and now she's wearing it around her neck.
Okay.
Which is also funny because my avatar has a necklace like that. So yeah, this is the vial of Constantine's blood.
Yeah, when she pulled that out from around her neck like that, Vasili's just got this judging look, like, girl, for real.
Given his panic attack when when his shirt was slightly torn, she's just shaking her head at him. She's not taking him seriously anymore.
We are the weirdest adventuring group. We have crazy ex-girlfriend. We have the metrosexual guy who is literally all he's concerned about is how he looks, and then we have like an actual adventurer with a history and a past
I'm about to say you forgot an alcoholic.
and an alcoholic. The alcoholic kind of makes sense. There's usually one in every group. That's so funny.
But yeah, so I need Vasile and Preston, I need you guys to make a perception check, please, as she's showing you the book.
Oh yeah, maybe DC more than I did. That would
Oh
actually
yeah,
be
maybe
awesome.
we're gonna see those drawings. I want to spot the drawings more than anything. Dang it, man! I haven't rolled good this whole night except for that 120.
I have a class feature which will help with this.
Okay.
Oh. Never mind.
Then he does not.
I do, but it's basically what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Okay. He got a 23. That's awesome. As she's kind of like showing you the book, you know, flipping through the pages, You do notice that the drawings of him, not the ones that she did, but the drawings of him, it shows like him, or it shows the family, and then it shows like as the family is growing. You notice that when he's younger, he's not wearing a ring. And now that he is, or now that he is older, he is wearing a ring, but it's not like on his ring finger. And you do know, like, you know, she did say like he is married, but it's like on his middle finger, on his right hand. And it's just like a solid black stone.
Tilden will examine that ring the next time she sees him. She's curious about that ring. Is there anything in the book about the ring?
No, there's nothing about the ring in the book.
Oh, maybe Preston. Maybe he knows something about the ring, because I mean he's from the village. He might know stories about it.
Preston, roll me a history.
Preston or I?
Preston.
No, Preston. Okay.
All right, 1 second.
Maybe he's having internet issues again.
Yep, I think it did. I will roll for him.
I'm back.
Okay, never mind.
My ISP went down, but it came right back up as I went on my phone and panicked about my ISP going down. I missed everything you said.
Oh, I just said for you to roll history.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
17. Awesome. He is picking up all of your slack tonight.
Thank goodness.
You actually do know some history about Lord Constantine. He's not the lord of your town. But you do know of him, especially, you know, being an adventurer, you would have heard more about him. You do know that he's not from the world, the land that you're currently on. That he kind of just showed up one day, took a piece of land that was unoccupied, and made it his home and made it into a town. And he kind of just became lord of the land because, you know, he's the one who founded it. You do know that he has been ruling for over 50 years, but he's obviously never aged. And you do know that there's a woman who is claiming to be his true wife. But you all know that his wife is supposedly extremely ill in the castle.
Well, I'm guessing I don't know any of this though.
Nope.
Because
Roll
I'm
me
dumber than a
history.
box of rocks.
Roll me history.
Yay.
Let's see if you know.
Please.
So this was only everything that Preston knew, but he hasn't shared this information with us yet.
JR, you don't know anything, and yes, he hasn't shared the information yet.
Man,
No,
this is some
share
bull.
that information. How can we get him? Okay. Itilden is asking him what he knows about Constantine, and she's saying, "Please tell us everything that you know." Because I want to react to that information about there being a woman claiming to be his true wife. I want to get to know that woman.
That sounds like a threat.
No, I just, I just want to talk.
No. I would never threaten her. No, of course not. All right. Yes.
Person here.
His ISP is having issues.
Okay.
Oh my God, no! The person who was carrying us.
Yep.
No, come back, Preston. Save us from bad rolls.
So,
My average is less than 7.
just done a check, and my ISP is having issues. It's not just me, it's my entire fucking internet provider, so I'm kind of spotty right now.
Nope, that's fine.
Well, you're more consistent than my rolls are.
Christ. DM, if you could DM me that lore dump, just so I actually know what you said, and it's available for me, that would be really appreciated. You can
No
wait until
problem.
after the session if you'd like.
No problem. Oh my. Okay. But
So
will you
I
be
missed all.
passing the information on or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Ithilden, he has given you all the information.
Actually, I can just check the VOD after it goes up.
Okay, she has all the information. Okay, she's immediately suggesting to the others that they will go and see that woman who claims to be Lord Constantine's true wife. She's not actually asking. It's a decision. We'll do that. No, I'm kidding.
Well, maybe we can go and check on Hattie first, yeah?
She's like rolling her eyes and she's like, okay, fine.
Yep, and that is where we're going to call it for today.
Gosh, she's so thirsty.
So, thank you to everybody who tuned in. You can catch us on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for our Ace Tell on Evil campaign. And then again on Saturday morning, it's going to be 10 in the morning now due to daylight savings time. So it'll be 10 in the morning for us, Eastern Standard Time. Yep. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.